In this video, we are going to learn about arguments and the default values of arguments inside a function. So let's clean this last program. Now let's suppose we have a function named as cost of items. Now let's pass a list of items, not a list actually, number of variables maybe. Let's suppose item 1, item 2, item 3. So this function is having 3 arguments and we need to print a value of all of them: item 1, item 2, item 3. So when we call this function, when we call this function, we need to pass 3 values in the sequential order, like first value will be stored inside this item 1 variable, second will be stored in the item 2, and the third will be stored in the item 3 variable. And you can have many variables, as many as you want, and the sequence will go on. So let's have this value as 100, the second as 200, and third as 300. Now if we try to run this program, we get our value printed. But what if suppose someone is calling a function and has not passed the value for one of the variables maybe? So let's suppose we have passed 2 values. So one is for the item 1, other is for the item 2, but there is no value passed for item 3. So if you try to run this program, it will show you an error because you have missed one argument. So we need to pass on the number of values over here, as many arguments we are having in the definition of the functions. Or there is one more way: we can give default values to our variables. Like we can give this item 3 a default value of 300. So whenever anyone is not passing value for this variable, it will consider its value as 300. So let's run this program and see. This time there is no error popping up because the value passed for item 1 is 100, item 2 is 200, but the value for item 3 is not passed. Hence it will consider its value as the default value, which is 300. Now if we try to pass a value for item 3, then this new value will override the default value, hence the new value will be considered.